All right, great day, everyone. Let's get into it. Right here, boom, boom. Got a little jazz this morning. It is still snowing up here in Canada, in Montreal. And there is no shortage of snow this year so far. No shortage of snow. 683, 621, 57, 244, 24, oops. 244, 24, and 479, 41. Let's go ahead and jump right into the limits for the day. Come on over, baby. Come on over, baby. All right, so next week, I will be on the Trade the Pool. That is right. Going to be joining their morning live stream info. All right, there we go. Let me get the live stream set up over here. I don't think that we're going to hit those levels today. All right, there we go. Let's get that pinned. All right, so let's look. Nvda is up today. Nvda. Oh, Willie. I know we missed you too. I saw the poor performance at earnings and then the skyrocket ship. Very nice, very nice. We also have gold and silver on that next wave up. Great day, Glenn. Great day. So let's put add on open. I'm going to put it to the upper side because we are up above big money on open. We have had a test, but we are above. Earnings level is right here at 803. Prior earnings is up at 814. So we are looking bullish right now on open. 814. Actually 803 from the most recent earnings. Correction, 8.03. All right, let's also check out AMD today. Hoo-wee, AMD. Tech stocks, they said it right on the cover, Barron's, China and tech stocks. Amazing, Willie, amazing. What am I doing? 1.62 billion here. No, daily point of control for AMD from earnings is down here 237.77. And let's go to Bill. Bill is moving up as well off of earnings. Look at that. I did not even mean for that to happen, but it is a yellow caution there for Bill. Let's add this point of control. I did hold part of my position. Earnings, you know what? Disregard the earnings on Bill. I don't know why. See, I didn't have the best night of sleep last night. Very disjointed. So Bill is not earnings. That's back over here. So disregard that. But our earnings level is 45.55 there for the daily point of control. All right. I went back in. I did some money rotation back into gold and silver, especially into CDE. Ah, beautiful. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's go to our down gapping stops over here. Circle. Circle, it's so funny because my niece and nephews are like, I want a Circle water bottle. I want a Circle water bottle. Makes me wonder if this is related at all. What is opening up? All right. 141. Circle earnings. SSRM, very nice. I'm in PLG and PLTM for platinums. All right. Biggest volume, Nokia. Nokia's not XPEV. XPEV is down with a bigger move. Gap fill one way or the other. This looks like a nice potential for today. Great day, Roger. Do folks change their strategy from swing to hold on rare occasion, depending on developments in the company? Can this be negative? I have a teaser in silver ETF, for example. Right now, we're going to look at, we will look at silver for sure. Silver, in my opinion, is ready for that next leg up, roughly to 56. I'm looking at CDE to move up to 2650. So nice 30% potential move there. 2309 here for XPEV. Rivian down. AMDD, yeah, okay. GFI, Goldfields. Not doing so well at the moment there for Goldfields. However, still above bigger money. Right here, big money is at 38.65. Sometimes the big guys pull it back down, they get greedy, and then they shoot it up, right? So this tested a resistance level over here, pulled back. However, I would use that 33 as support, 39.66 in my opinion for Goldfields here. SBIT, ProShares Ultra Short Bitcoin. So that means that we're likely going to see MicroStrategy and, okay, MicroStrategy is up, but still in the downward trend, and Coinbase is up, testing a big money level. I'm going to put Coinbase on over here. Even though it is up, I'm putting Coinbase on because it's got some bigger volume above it, big money above it. Most recent earnings is at 308.22, dancing around that big money level. So they're positioning, in my opinion. All right, Goldfield, Nevada had super rich gold ore up to 220 ounces per 40 buckets. 40 buckets is equal to a ton. So what is that ratio for, Baidu? We're gonna watch Baidu. Let's see if Baba's better. Baidu, Baba, JD, TCHE, no, TCE, what is T-Cent? Here it is. Go back. Down here. TCEHY. No. Okay. So Baidu is the only one that is down on all of this information. And it has earnings coming up. This might be a positioning. All these idiots in a hurry to work. Unbelievable. Are you stuck in traffic, Roger? You sound like you're stuck in traffic right now. All right, our earnings point of control is 131.95. Let's clear this up over here. Is there anything else I mentioned that I did not? Hold on. Come on over here. Come on over. Open bill, AMD, Tesla, perfecto. If you have any other stock or crypto you want me to check out, put it in the chat. Lack lack of sleep is giving me a scratchy voice. Let's move that over just a little bit. All right, let me tweet out what we will be covering today. All right, Nvda, Tesla, open. It is gray and snowing still. All right, those are the stocks. Let's add the cryptos in here. All right, there we go. Okay, so we've got that all posted out. Hopefully you guys are able, oh yeah, thank you, Willie. Yes, so if you all like the live stream, hit the like, subscribe, turn on notifications, share it out with your friends, here to help fellow traders. And if you all are interested in my trading book, Carpe Profit, carpeprofit.com, right here, this one will bring you to the page that has all of my education on it, one-on-one coaching, and how to trade like a billionaire right here. So you can check this out. It's $11 to figure out how to put all this stuff on your chart. Also, with Tradingview, if you, let's see, where's my messages? If you like Tradingview, here we go, copy. This is, you can get $15 off a subscription right there for Tradingview. Share your love. That's right. They created that for me. Somehow they knew that I love, right? So, all right, that is everything there. Let's get into these setups. Now, I have been in the trading market since 2000. I did work with 4 different brokers as a registered sales assistant. I left the market at that time, so I was a registered financial advisor. I am not one now, so please trade at your own risk. Do your own proper risk management. This is my personal opinion. Varying degrees of risk. No past performance indicative of future performance. So what do I look at? I look at where that big money is located on the stock, the crypto, the future. I do not trade Forex. So here we are for Bitcoin. The big money level for the daily is at 111.73 and 28 cents. For Ethereum, has that switched at all? Nope, still there at 38.63 and 55 cents. For XRP, big money level is hanging out here, still the same at 241.05. Let's look at XLM. XLM, have they moved it at all? Nope, still up here at 0.323405. For Doge, it is still up here at 0.19444, so they sold. And for Solana, still up there at 193.46. Oops, Zcash down here at 238.66. All right, so the daily points of control for the big money have not changed. I look at the intraday levels as well for creating those day trade setups. So for Bitcoin over here, checking it out, checking to see right now, intraday level is at 103.329 and 38 cents. We have to go, if you read Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, the higher resistance probability trade, right? So higher probability trade above the resistance level or below the support level, stuff that holds true for centuries, literally centuries. So for Bitcoin, I'm going to say potential short below 103 and above 105.200. What is interesting is when they talk about, oh my goodness, Bitcoin is the way of the future. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Everybody's buying Bitcoin. All these hedge funds are buying Bitcoin. How come it was dropping if all these hedge funds are buying it? Are they trying to create buyers for them to sell into? Makes you think about it, right? Are they doing the opposite? When they say they're buying, they're actually selling? All right, 35.80 for potential long on Ethereum. Let's go. Potential short below 34.35. Potential long above 35.80. Big money is at 34.51 and 20 cents. I mistyped here. If you see me do a typo like that, please let me know. I don't want to put the wrong information in. So big money has sold on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's check out XRP for today. Looks like positioning again on XRP. Came up, hit that 200 exponential, hit the 161, the 33, the 200 exponential. Are we going to be able to close above 248? That might mean that we are ready to move higher. However, until we do that, caution. Yellow caution, right? So below 239 for a potential short, above 245 for a potential long. Intraday point of control is at 239 and 87 cents. Big money's at $2.41. Great day, Jaspreet. Hope you're having a good one. Where was everyone yesterday? I feel like a lot of people weren't here yesterday. Feels like a lot of people were here Monday, and now they're like, no, I'm not into trading this today. No, you know, maybe they just had such a spectacular trading day on Monday that they're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. Still looking for a buyer for my condo in Florida. Never heard back from Open, Willie. Never heard back. All right. So for XLM, 0.283 and 0.294. You had to work all week till Monday? TM? I don't know what that means. You'll have to educate me on that one. Big money level on XLM for intraday is at 0.288507. Let's go to Doge. Busy with your masters and job. Very nice. Congrats, congrats. What are you getting your masters in, Jaspreet? Have you seen that you can do Arizona State University? You can do something like extended learning. It's $25 to start this morning. Got it. TM, I'm thinking trademark. That sounds like, till your trademark? What? Doge, potential short below 0.1705, potential long above 0.178. Intraday POC 0.17198. Oops. Let's go to Solana. Baiting. He got a master's in baiting. Fish. Computer science. Nice. And what do you hope to do with it, Jaspreet? All right. Solana 161 there. All right, so for Solana, potential short below 157.80, potential long above 161. Big money today is at 158.58. Looks like it's retracing back up for potential sell right there on the 4 EMA, so it might roll over. Pretty strong support around 154.60. All right, Zcash. Looks like we found a bit of a support over here. It retraced back to a support level. You can see likely wants to test that 500 again. Big money, not big money, excuse me, but the moving averages have rolled over. Big money is still down at 238.66. So for now, it looks like Zcash is the one to check out. Let's see if we can go to 490 even, or if that's gonna put us below. Yeah, 490, beautiful, beautiful. Or below over here, 450 for potential short. All right, 450. My phone is not where it usually is, and it's giving me some heads up. Okay, so on Tuesday at 9 o'clock, I will be on the Trade the Pool Traders Network that they've got going on. I will post everything out on Twitter, and I'll tell you all about it on Monday. Friday, I will not be live. So remember that. Friday, I will not be live. Business trip, transfer, real estate investment business trip. So what am I doing? 469.95, got sidetracked there. Checking out some Florida real estate investment. Very cool. Sort of quantum computing. Is that, would you say quantum computing world? There we go. All right, let's bring it back over to the stocks. If you are new to my list and live stream, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you have any stocks or crypto that you would like to see my perspective on, then please share it in the chat. Will not bite. The aim is to help. All right, we have big money. This is just from this downward not spiral, but this downward wick right here. The big money is at 193.93. So I've just watched that. Really big money is at 177.75 from earnings. We do have earnings coming up for Nvda on the 19th of November. So for potential day trade, let me bring this back into a 5-minute chart over here. Jaspreet is saying would be good in the field of robots and future jobs, not quantum computing, more of the like how humans will interact with robots and how robots will interact with the physical world. I read somewhere, it was in the Guinness Book of World Records or something like that, some weird fact that's like the most powerful supercomputer is nowhere near the processing speed of the human brain in the neural network. I definitely read a lot about human brain neuroplasticity, all of that, because my daughter has ADHD, dyslexia, and so I want to know about it. And then I started learning and saying, oh my goodness, look at this. That the human brain, sorry, if you guys are new, I go through, I do my first long potential, and then I check out my short volume. Short volume being how many people opened their position short yesterday. So Tesla is flat, open, 42%. AMD. So all that to say that it seems like as amazing as computers are, there is no way to truly replicate the human brain because the human brain is just so much faster at processing. All right, so for Nvidia, potential long above 196.50, potential short below 195.40. Big money's at 177.75. From your ADHD. Have you, so here, let me put this here. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to put in here something that changed my daughter's life for ADHD. I don't know if you have, Frank, if you have tried this, but it really helped my daughter with the first step of ADHD stuff. And that is, that's not what I wanted. All right, I'll get it. Let's see. Let's go here. I think it's this one. Continue. Back to home. Aye, aye, aye. Anyway, zeolite. Oh, yeah, I'll put it in there. The computers is that got me in help. You got your BA in economy. Very nice, very nice. All right, I'll deal with that later. Okay, so Nvda, let's do Tesla. We'll talk about healthy stuff later. Tesla. Like how important it is to exercise. My mom, who has dementia, is like, oh, I've been reading exercise is good for the brain. Well, yeah, no joke. You get blood flow to your brain, you get oxygen, you get nutrients. The more that you sit around, the more that you have a likelihood of getting dementia. The more that you eat sugar, the likelihood of dementia. The more that you are not active, the likelihood of dementia. Essential amino acids, so important, so important. All right, open, skyrocketing. Look at that. Finally broke out of the resistance zone. We tested this first high. A lot of times you can test it and then it comes back down. So even if it came back down to 804, then that would still be in the upward trend, right? Then we would be setting a higher low. Right now, the major support, if we went below 680, that would be a failed upward head and shoulders. All you need is a BA in the following levels to learn to stop out like a robot. Oh, you rock, Roger. You make me laugh. All right. So 840, and we're going to put it up here. I want to say, oh my goodness, these levels are pretty tight. I'm going to say 875. Let it get up there. Otherwise, you can take those smaller trades, but you can see it's 56, it's 7 cents, and then 8 cents. Above 875, it's going to really move to the upside. All right, let's check out AMD for Roger. He is a AMD lover. All right, so Frank is saying, oh yeah, the book sparks for ADHD. I do jogging but get lazy with age. Yeah, yoga is always good. Breathing, simple breathing is good. My daughter lost her balance today, fell, and I could see the fear in her face. And then the adrenaline, the body goes into fight or flight. I'm like, just breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Just breathe. So whatever panic scenario you get yourself into, it's usually in your head. Just breathe. You're in a trade and you need to make a decision. Just breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 5 times calms your central nervous system. All right. AMD right here. Bull potential trade above 253.50, bear below 251. And big money is at 250, 258. We are above the big money level since earnings. You know it, Roger. Let's see this next potential leg up, right? So we had this leg up to here, up to this level, 72 points. Yeah. I'm going to say we're looking for 325. That's my target on AMD, 325. So what is that? What is that? That's going to be 29%. Looking for AMD to gain 29% long term. All right, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Okay, Roger, have a great one. Thanks for joining us. All right, so Bill here, Bill Holdings had earnings, 45.55. $52 and 53 here. Now this one is less than 100 million, definitely has some bigger volume today, has higher short float. So big money is at 52.25, but 52 is that support I would look for, and 53 for a bigger move to the upside. All right, let's go to Circle. Circle is pulling down, had earnings. You too, Roger. Carpe profit. Have a great one. Don't just have a good one. Have a great one. All right, for Circle over here, let's create a trade above 95.80 or below 93.50. $93.50 and $95.80. It is definitely positioning because they just had earnings today. All right, let's go to XPEV. $27.50 for XPEV, a smaller trade there. Let's do it. Actually, let's bring it down to $27.30 here. The 161 on the 5-minute and $26.88 there. Already a support test once. Let's see if it holds or if it's going to fail. And $27.30. This is in between, so it has a high likelihood of either moving back up to $27.60 or retracing back down to $26.39. Goldfields. Look at that, bearish, right back down to the 15. I actually like that for buying support. Open Door has institutional buyers stepping in. The warrants are very attractive to them, and shorts are covering, so they don't have to cover warrants too. Aha, makes sense. That's where the bigger money's coming into it. Got it, got it. Thank you, thank you. All right, 40 right there. $41.20 and 40 for GFI. Let's go to Coinbase. Coinbase, we are between levels. See, yeah, it's feeling like it wants to fail back down to this 200 to me. I don't know. It's just earnings level is at 308.22. So technically we're above it, but it's just, I don't know. It's feeling bearish to me. Feels like there's a lot of positioning, but we are technically just barely above that area right now. So I'm going to put 307.50. Let's make sure that we get clear of that big money level for a potential short. Otherwise, 312. $307.50, 312. Because this looks like it's a bounce in a downward trend, although it also looks like an inverted head and shoulders right here. So we have the shoulder, head, shoulder, but this side is lower than this one, so that means it's already a failed head and shoulders. So then we look in the pattern of, hey, here we go, we hit this former point of control resistance level and rejected. So if we break below 307.50 and below 306.50 for a close, I believe that we will see Bitcoin and Coinbase going down. All right, let's go to Baidu. Baidu big money is at 131.95. Now, it does have earnings coming up. This is the only one of 5 Chinese stocks that I saw that was down. So it feels like they might want some positioning to happen on this one before they move it to the upside with what's the word? Earnings coming up. I'm going to say a pretty narrow band right here. We do not have that much that has traded so far today. we have only 13,000, so it is still fairly narrow. However, to me, this looks like the fact that Chinese stocks are moving up, and this is the only one that is down, is giving me indication that they are positioning on this. I would look for a short below 130 and a long above 130.60 for a day trade. Big money is hanging out at 130.30. They had the former sell level back there. Obviously, this is traded on another exchange, which is why we have the gaps to it. However, we have come right back to that 4. So looking for this to retrace a close above 132 could be a nice swing up into earnings on for next Tuesday. All right, let's go to the Dow here. So Dow hitting highs, 30 stocks, heavily manipulated, hitting highs. All right, here we go. No, yes, 480.80 for a potential long trade and 480.48 for a potential short trade. They have not moved it. Well, they've moved this up just a little bit, 466.15. Let's go to the Russell. Russell, we are up above all levels again. They moved that to 244.51 now. Yes? 244.51. They dropped it down. So to me, that looks like they are ready to take this higher. Let's look at the day trade levels here. All right. 254.50. Let's get clear of everything here. Or below 244. I'd love to say 245, but we're right there. Too close. 240. I don't really like this one to the short side so much, but I'm going to say 244.85. 244.85, 245.50. Let's check out the Qs. Qs has looks like right now to have a better short potential. If it wants to bring and close that gap back down to our doji, long leg doji yesterday. Reversal, we saw a long leg bounce, boop, all the way up. And now, put it up above 626.06. 626.06 with that, oops, camera there. Or below 624.40. 624.40, 626, oop, 626.06. And let's go to the SPY. All right, 685.80 and 684.80 right there. 684.80, 685.80, and big money on the intraday is at 685.15. All right, I hope you all have had an amazing morning so far. Continue into the day. Don't just have a good day, have a great day. And Carpe Profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. Bye for now.